long number of years. And I've challenged the leadership inside my own union on every single issue that's been of concern to our members and has been of concern to workers throughout this country. We're here today on the anniversary of the lockout, and we should send a clear message that we will not stand for the tyranny that's part of the Troika programme, that's backed up by this Quisling government and that's backed up by the people in this building, that's backed up by Jack O'Connor down in Liberty Hall and backed up by Shay Cody over in Impact. These people have sullied and destroyed the name of trade unionism. They do that on the anniversary of 1913, when heroic man Larkin led the resistance against the brutal employers of this city. And I put out a call today to workers, and I know that many people here will agree with this, that we should begin to discuss how we can commemorate in an apt way the 26th of August, which is the day that the lockout started. And I would suggest that one good thing we could do is to march from Larkin's statue in O'Connell Street to the headquarters of Liberty Hall. Liberty Hall was the centre of resistance. It's where Connolly, Markovich and Larkin, those proud patriots, those proud trade unionists, those proud socialists, those proud anti-imperialists, who stood against the British state, who stood for workers in this country, and who stood for justice for workers. And for today, the leaders in this building here tried to take on their mantle, but they are a disgrace to the name of trade unionism. Over the next number of weeks, they will be in government buildings discussing how to implement another 3.1 billion cuts. They have gone in there time after time to talk about implementing billions of cuts in a fair way. Our message to them is there is no fair way to implement billions of cuts. And they do this when the sham of getting rid of the Shannon is taking place. The Shannon will cost 20 or 30 million. Compare that to 3.1 billion. Shame on the Labour Party and shame on the trade union leadership for going along with this charade. So I would ask people to honour, to remember that 1913 is around the corner, that day is a historic day for us, and it's a day that we will commemorate fittingly. And I think we need the various groups to discuss how to do that, and we should not let it be hijacked by people who have destroyed workers across this country, who have made people take the immigrant vote, who have taken away our country, all for their masters in the ECB, the Troika, and their masters in our Quisling government. So our demand now is Labour out of government, Begg out, O'Connor out. And the one final point I want to raise is, during the last 18 years until 2010, from 1995 until 2010, David Begg sat on the board of the Central Bank, and he was representing the Irish Congress of Trade Unions. Claire Daly got a question asked from the Minister, and he was appointed to represent the ICTU. He was there representing us, yet he never opened his mouth. He should have known, with 18 years experience, at that stage he should have been a very experienced banker. But no, did he open his mouth? No. When there was all the talk of a soft landing, a hard landing, a crash, David Begg sat on his hands. Well, shame on David Begg. He should now make a full report on what went on the Central Bank, for which we are paying dearly for, and he should go. The whole lot of them should go. They have failed workers, they have demoralised workers, they have not built any resistance. It's time for a new beginning. Thank you.